Festival du film de Sundance 2025, première journée, épisode 2. On y revient, oui, pour parler de ce très grand réalisateur ukrainien qui revient une fois de plus au Sundance Film Festival avec un autre film qui pose beaucoup de questions sur la situation de l'Ukraine. On sait tous que l'Ukraine est en guerre avec la Russie depuis quelques années déjà.
Sundance was the first festival and the first screening and the first time 20 Days in Mariupol, my first feature film, saw the audiences and the audiences saw the film. So coming back here is incredibly meaningful. It feels like I'm coming back home.
Alors, on y revient avec ces grands moments, les moments forts après la projection de son nouveau film, 2000 mètres jusqu'à Andrivka.
This is a story of a small village and a little forest, and it is a personal story, of course, like any story from Ukraine, but it's just 2 hours away from my hometown. And I keep hearing the questions when I'm going around the world. I keep hearing questions, what's going to happen next to Ukraine? How do Ukrainians feel? What's bothering them? How they feel about the land? And I always want to give an answer, but I never know what to say. So I go and I try to make a film about it. I really want those numbers of casualties. I really want those kilometers, miles that are just statistics. I want those names that are just names on a map to have meaning to them. And that's why this film exists. And I'm really grateful that you will be the audience for it. Thank you.
That ranges that you saw in the movie, the camera would be the less important thing there, and like you're much more nervous about drones explosions, and I think the soldiers feel the same.
Rainey, I want to ask you,
Oh, thank you.
especially as a film,
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to just add to the camera moment, the moment with Sheva where he says, "Don't make me a hero." And Mstislav asks, "How can my camera make you a hero if you're not a hero?" That was actually one of the first scenes that I saw. And I thought, that special conversation between the person filming and in that case, Sheva, was just such a beautiful character. It just brought it alive to me, the question that you asked about the camera being there. But for us, Mstislav was telling us about the story and about Alex throughout 20 days. And actually, it was a relief for us a lot. As we were talking, the work kept going on the whole year we were sharing 20 days. And so for us as filmmakers and journalists, we kept thinking, what more can we do? How many more stories can we tell? And I think for us, that was really the driving force behind this, was to keep telling this story. And of course, there's a unique perspective from Mstislav that I can't really quite explain. Mstislav and Michelle and what happens in the edit is so, it's kismet. And then also your perspective as a director. So for us, that was just an honor to be able to be part of that and to help bring that into the world.
Thank you. I don't like messages. I don't like imperatives. I don't like moralized people. I really, really like to ask questions. And you heard me asking questions. What was important for me is that, and this comes through with the first shot of the film with the quotes, that names matter. They should be remembered because it's part of our history, and every person, every name matters. That's really what I want. Everything else is a question. It's a very important question, and I hope that question came to the audience, and I hope it will give some food for thoughts. But yeah, as a filmmaker, as a journalist, I don't like to moralize. I don't like to give solutions. I like to inform and ask questions.